The country marks a significant moment in time tomorrow, 3 years since a mob overran the U.S. Capitol. As the country prepares for the next presidential election, Michael Fanone, the former D.C. Metro police officer who was on the front lines that day, has a message for voters. As NBC's Bree Jackson finds, he says this presidential election is the most consequential of his lifetime.
Nearly 3 years after former President Trump's supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol, our country continues to heal. Former D.C. Metropolitan Police Officer Michael Fanone sustained life-threatening injuries that day.
My concern is that too many Americans don't recognize the significance of January 6th.
A new Washington Post, University of Maryland poll found 50% of adults believe the protesters who entered the U.S. Capitol on January 6th were mostly violent, with only 21% saying the protesters were mostly peaceful. Republican presidential candidates were asked about the lessons the country learned.
You know, I don't think it was supposed to be, that was not supposed to happen. I think people went to protest, and I think it got out of hand.
I think that we owe it, all of us, to make sure that doesn't happen again. Now, I will say, you had a lot of people show up at the Capitol. Not everybody did something wrong.
Going into what is going to be a divisive 2024 election cycle, what do you think the most important thing someone like a President Biden can do?
Fight like hell. To me, the only issue that matters is securing the future of our democracy.
President Biden using an historic backdrop, Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, where soldiers fought in the Revolutionary War, to deliver his first major re-election campaign speech of the year.
For January 6th, a date forever shared in our memory because it was on that day that we nearly lost America.
Fanone, who was on the front lines at the U.S. Capitol, has this message.
Well, I'm not a politician. I'm just an average American. And I'm telling you that this is the most significant election of my lifetime.
An unforgettable moment in 2021, now playing a key role in the 2024 presidential election. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.